In June 2025, the digital world witnessed one of the most significant cybersecurity breaches in history. Over 16 billion passwords, linked to platforms like Google, Instagram, financial institutions, and even government websites, were exposed on the dark web. This massive leak has sent shockwaves across the globe, leaving individuals, corporations, and national security agencies scrambling to assess the damage. But how did this happen? Who is responsible? And what can we do now in a world where digital identities have become as crucial as physical ones? This article dives deep into the incident, uncovering the layers behind the breach, the implications, and what it means for the future of cybersecurity. 1. What exactly was leaked? According to cybersecurity analysts, the leaked database includes emails and usernames, passwords, mostly in plain text or easily decryptable, two-factor authentication tokens, geolocation data, phone numbers, government-issued IDs linked to some accounts. Experts revealed that the dump is not a single hack but a compilation of multiple breaches from various sources, all gathered and sold or published openly in hacking forums and marketplaces. 2. Platforms affected. The leak isn't limited to obscure websites or outdated forums. Among the most high-profile platforms affected are Google, Gmail, Drive, and Workspace accounts, Meta platforms, Instagram and Facebook, Microsoft Outlook and Office 365, government portals from several countries, banking applications and financial services, e-commerce giants like Amazon, Flipkart, and AliExpress. Some accounts date back years, but millions are fresh and active, making the breach far more dangerous than prior leaks. 3. The dark web, where the leak emerged. The initial discovery was made by Hudson Cyber Intelligence, a dark web monitoring firm, which noticed unusually large password dumps being circulated on a popular Russian dark web forum in early June 2025. Upon deeper investigation, it became evident that multiple hacking groups had combined their resources to build what experts are calling a Frankenstein leak, a massive library of stolen credentials from hundreds of different breaches. This dump, titled RockU 2025, a reference to the infamous RockU 2021 breach, is now the largest credential exposure in recorded history. 4. Who's behind the leak? Though no group has officially taken responsibility, cybersecurity experts suspect a coalition of cybercrime organizations originating from Russia, North Korea, and parts of Eastern Europe. Some digital fingerprints point toward APT, Advanced Persistent Threat, groups known for espionage operations. This hints that the leak might not only be financially motivated but also have geopolitical implications. 5. How were these passwords stolen? The leak appears to be the result of multiple attack vectors, including phishing campaigns, fooling users into entering login details on fake websites, credential stuffing, using previously leaked passwords to break into other services, database breaches, exploiting vulnerabilities in poorly protected servers, malware attacks, stealing data directly from infected devices, man-in-the-middle attacks, intercepting data on unsecured networks. Many of the compromised systems were not using up-to-date encryption standards or multi-factor authentication, MFA, making them easier targets. 6. Government and military systems breached. Perhaps the most alarming part of the leak is the exposure of login credentials tied to national government portals, military email domains, and diplomatic accounts. This includes US Department of Energy, Indian Aadhaar-linked services, UK's National Health Service, NHS, portals, Russian internal ministry websites, defense-related email domains from NATO member countries. Such exposures can be exploited for cyber espionage, sabotage, and identity theft of officials. 7. How dangerous is this leak for the average person? The short answer: extremely dangerous. Here's why. Account takeovers. Hackers can take over email, social, or banking accounts. Identity theft, using exposed personal information to apply for loans, SIM cards, or fake IDs. Blackmail and extortion, especially if private data or sensitive chats were included. Financial fraud, direct access to banking or e-wallet accounts. Social engineering, using leaked data to trick users, employees, or family members. What's worse is that many people reuse passwords across platforms, meaning one leaked login can unlock dozens of other accounts. 8. Big Tech's response. In the wake of the breach, major companies quickly issued statements and advisories. Google forced password resets for potentially affected accounts and encouraged enabling 2FA. Meta, Instagram and Facebook rolled out a security checkup tool to identify compromised accounts. Microsoft warned enterprise users and offered free security assessments for its business clients. Amazon began auditing internal access logs for suspicious behavior linked to the leaked credentials. Despite these efforts, critics say tech companies still don't enforce strong password policies or mandatory 2FA across their ecosystems. 9. How to know if you've been affected. Several online tools can help check if your credentials were part of the leak. HaveIBeenPwned.com, trusted database of known breaches. Firefox Monitor, browser-integrated tool to scan for leaked accounts. Google's Password Checkup flags compromised or weak passwords. Cybersecurity firms also offer real-time monitoring services, especially useful for businesses and high-profile individuals. 10. How you can protect yourself now. Here are immediate steps to protect your digital identity. Change all passwords, especially if you reuse them. Use a password manager to generate and store strong, unique passwords. Enable 2FA, preferably using authenticator apps rather than SMS. Audit connected devices and remove any suspicious logins. Stay alert for phishing emails or strange login activity. Regularly back up important data. 11. The future of passwords. Are they dying? This breach reignites a long-standing debate. Should we move beyond passwords? Tech companies are increasingly investing in passwordless authentication, such as biometric logins, security keys like YubiKey, passkeys, a new technology backed by Google, Apple, and Microsoft to replace passwords entirely. While these technologies offer better protection, their adoption is still limited and often inaccessible to users in developing regions. 12. Conclusion to wake-up call for the digital age. The June 2025 password leak is not just another breach. It's a glaring reminder that our digital infrastructure is vulnerable, fragmented, and often outdated. With more than 16 billion credentials out in the wild, we are facing an unprecedented wave of digital insecurity. In the coming months, expect new regulations, tech overhauls, and a shift toward passwordless systems. But until then, the responsibility lies with each of us to secure our data, rethink our habits, and prepare for a new digital reality.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe for the more video.